Hi everyone, I'm Mike Abadi. It's VTblogosphereTV. Thanks for tuning in. We are up to our 6th episode. And we're coming off, whew, boy are we ever coming off some historic stuff. And we're very lucky to chew over what just happened in these United States of America in 2008. Today we've got Wes Hamilton with us. And he publishes Integral Psychosis. And he posts throughout the blogosphere as WHD3, including Green Mountain Daily. He also is a co-founder of the Langan Street Cafe right here in Montpelier, as well as the music festival in the Northeast Kingdom, known as
the Northeast Kingdom Music Festival.
Great,
yeah,
great. Yeah. Thanks for making it. And we have the happy task of trying to find words to describe what just monumentally historic election we just had. Landslide for Obama. That feels good to say.
I thought you were talking about Polina's 21%. Oh, okay, Obama.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is he in second or third? Is that officially counted yet?
I heard second on NPR they said today.
Victory is sweet.
I guess so.
You mind if we start big picture national and try to hone into the local?
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Federalism style, the layer cake?
Right, top down, yeah.
Okay, okay. So your most recent post, which is entitled Yup, is looking at Howard Zinn, who wrote People's History of the United States, his sort of response and reaction to the Obama election. I don't know if you'd want to share a little of what he's saying and where you think he's right, or?
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, I put that up there pretty much just because I was too lazy to write something myself, and I, read this statement that was somewhere online from Howard Zinn saying, I admit I'm extremely excited about Obama winning, but that said, I'm realistic about what he actually is versus a little bit, there's a lot of momentum and excitement, particularly on the left, that probably unwarranted in a lot of ways. Not all of it, Obama is certainly has better politics than McCain or Bush. But Howard Zinn's statement was along the lines of, it's a relief that it's not McCain, and it's incredibly historic and exciting to have the first African-American president, and we shouldn't kid ourselves about that at all. At the same time, he's a Democrat. He represents, a very mainstream status quo worldview that isn't really the socialist savior that the far right is accusing him of being.
Right.
And one of the things I liked about the Howard Zinn statement was, he said, and I very strongly agree with this, is the opportunity with Obama's victory is on us, real people on the ground, to organize ourselves and take part in community organizations and social activism to kind of push the conversation where we want it to go,
right.
In a in a populist direction. And one thing about Bush for sure, and presumably a McCain presidency, is there's not a lot of responsiveness from that realm of politics, to what's going on the ground, particularly for the most disadvantaged people. So the hope is that Obama will at least listen.
Right, and he's perhaps it's community organizer background, but he's explicitly sort of asked that people.
Yep, he has explicitly asked. The great thing about politicians, they say all sorts of incredible things when they're asking for your vote. Quite frankly, a lot of Jim Douglas's rhetoric sounds pretty good
Yeah,
to me.
right.
You know, a lot of we need jobs.
He became the
things
change
are
candidate
unaffordable.
himself.
You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot. It's really easy to say all sorts of things that, to you know, the average person walking around, I think, you know, probably most people aren't as geeked out about politics as I know I am, and maybe you are. So people who just get a glimpse of, you know, Obama saying, "You've got to do this with me. You've got to help me. Let's build this from the ground up." That sounds really exciting and great to me.
Yeah.
I'll kind of believe it when I see it.
Right. He's hit that bottom-up note a lot. One thing that really strikes me about what you said is that both the Democratic and Republican parties are status quo parties. They sort of, you know, need the center to hold, so to speak. But the status quo right now is in such incredible flux with this economic crisis that just continues to bleed away here, and I don't know. When you say status quo, where is the status quo right now? I mean, we're in this amazing post-Bush hangover, but he's still hanging on, and we've got this 2 months of I don't know, a rudderless couple months until Obama can do his first 100 days, and actually we'll get to see when he rolls it out just who he's answering to. Makes me think of FDR and crisis as opportunity.
Sure. Yeah. Crisis as opportunity. I love that idea. And in fact, I tend to think that you know, when the real change happens, when the most exciting things happen, you know, historically have been through crisis, and you know, this is, you know, from a lot of people from similar far left political perspective as me. We'll talk about kind of the danger of liberals. You know, and Clinton in the, you know, mid and late 90s is a great example. You know, let's not forget that Clinton is the one who started bombing Iraq and enforcing the no-fly zone, and
right.
You know,
calling for regime change.
Clinton took us to war in Yugoslavia, and he gutted the welfare system, and you know, gave us nothing on health care. But his policies economically left people, by and large, relatively comfortable and with kind of a little bit more spending change in their pocket. And if, you know, from my perspective, if you're really anxious for some real meaty, kind of exciting, big picture change, you know, that could be really problematic. People don't want to usher in great change when they're pretty comfortable and things are going well. They have an extra wad of cash in their pocket to spend on Christmas gifts, and they can buy a nicer car than they thought they could before.
Yeah.
So this crisis as opportunity thing can be appealing. It can really open things up.
Yeah. Your post on Election Day reminds me a little bit. That's been I don't think it was an option. You had a little poll on how you voted on Election Day, and you had a really great write-up of sort of addressing sort of the non-voter, sort of the principled righteous non-voter. But another thing I've heard people on the left is like sort of jokingly maybe talk about, you know, vote for McCain or vote for Bush to sort of force things to continue to get worse so they'll get better quicker, and that Clinton is almost like this sort of, you know, puts off real change, that kind of a politician. Which leads me to wonder, do you think Obama sort of got more of a progressive heart than Bill Clinton? I mean, do you think that Bill Clinton is the model of this? He's picking up a lot of Clinton's advisors, foreign policy and economics, but he's got a pretty different background with community organizer and a law professor in constitutional law, and actually may respect the Constitution.
Yeah, wouldn't that be unique? You know, I think Obama seems slightly more progressive than Clinton to me, and slightly less heady. You know, he's been in the trenches. You know, when he's working in Chicago, and you know,